Hello, my name's Kevin J. Moore. The channel's name is Ptertain TV, and I'm just dealing with the sad subject of assassination of Charlie Kirk in America, and it was horrific what happened there, and sad for his family, of course, because his family are lost a father and a husband, and it's horrific really what happened. And the reason why it happened is because certain people didn't agree with what he was saying. So rather than debating him, they decided to end his life. And he was only 31 years old. And you can listen to him. A lot of things that he said has been taken out of context. I've seen a few videos where people have took things out of context that he said, because if you talk a lot like he talked quite a lot, he had a lot to say and a lot of footage, and people have just gone for the footage, some people online, and have took things that he said out of context and made really awful comments about him. And some people celebrated as well the fact that he got killed, assassinated. I saw a video with a young girl and she was dancing, and like it was some sort of like it was a good thing that happened. But people that are celebrating don't realise really what they're celebrating is. They're celebrating an attack on their own liberties. If you're celebrating someone getting murdered for what he's saying, you're actually celebrating an attack on your own liberty. Because what you're saying when you agree, you're laughing, you're happy about it, you're saying it, you agree with people being assassinated for saying something that you don't agree with, you don't like. Which, in a way, if you turn it around, it's like saying someone can assassinate you or kill you because you say something they don't like. You know what I mean? It's not just a one-way street, you see. So when you agree with someone getting murdered for saying something that you don't like, that means somebody else can, in a sense, attack you and even take your life for something you say that they don't like. But people don't look at the principle of these things, you see. Because the modern age we live in, people are desensitized. People really are desensitized now, and to be in 2025 and see something like this, such horrific action against someone, a family man, who, I mean, the things he said, the certain things you might feel that you're not happy with. Does that deserve to get murdered? Does that deserve to get assassinated? And his family, I've heard his family were there at the time as well. So can you imagine what the children will be going through in the night when they're going to go to bed and dad's not there? He's been cruelly taken away. And there's this band, Bobby Villain is in this band. One of them. Well, there's supposed to be two of them according to what I've read online. It says there's two, Bobby Villain and Bobby Villain. This band called Bobby Villain, or they call themselves Bobby Villain. Anyway, the front man, the one that's the singer in the band, is called Pascal Robinson Foster. Now, Pascal, he decided when Charlie Kirk was murdered, he decided to basically celebrate on stage. That's the only word he could use to describe what he did. He didn't show any compassion towards the family. He didn't express any sympathy towards the family. He just used really really disgusting language and to talk about this man that has recently passed away. Anyway, Pascal Robinson Foster. Let's have a look at what Pascal said. Have a look at the video. People complained about people were not happy about what he said, but have a look at it. Pascal Robinson Foster. Look what he said on this video.
I want to dedicate this next one to an absolute piece of shit of a human being. The pronouns was, were. Because if you chat shit, you will get banned. Rest in peace, Charlie Kirk, you piece of shit.
So as you can see, really, this type of language is unacceptable, isn't it? Really, in modern civilized discourses, it's not acceptable as it was when someone's murdered and you're on stage and in front of all the people and you're winding the people up, you're making the people go along with you and cheering. It's like you don't even realize they're doing it. It's like because you get caught up in the moment as a crowd, you're cheering about someone being murdered. So there's no empathy. You're happy, you're cheering about someone being assassinated. So can you see the empathy is devoid of empathy, devoid of compassion, morally bankrupt, and this is the sort of attitude that these people have towards someone being murdered, being assassinated. So I think the people that are celebrating the death of this man really are the lowest of the low, despicable. I mean, President Obama, American ex-President Obama, even he said it was a tragedy and he was condemned the murder, the assassination. Because Obama, when he was talking, it was recently, former President Obama was talking, and he said he didn't agree with some of the things that Charlie said, which is fair enough because he doesn't agree with some of the things that Charlie said. We don't all have to agree with everything he said, do we? But Obama honestly said he didn't agree with some of the things he said. But he did say that it was a tragedy, if I remember correctly. He really showed compassion to the family as well, the things he said. You know, because he was very dignified in the way he dealt with it. But Pascal Robinson Foster, better known as Bobby Villain, he really did say disgusting things that I just saw in the video. Really disgusting. I mean, celebrating the death of a man, you know, a family man is not been known doing anything violent. It don't even know. As far as I know, Charlie Kirk didn't even use bad language. As far as I know, he didn't. Maybe he did. I didn't hear him. Maybe he might use bad language, but I've never really even heard him use bad language. Usually, I just hear him speaking, and that's all he did. Never attacked anybody. Never physically assaulted people. Just had his views. And now because of those views, he's no longer with us. Now, Pascal Robinson Foster, or Bobby Villain, as is known, he got backlash from that disgusting tirade he made after Charlie was assassinated. He got backlash online. So how did he respond to the backlash? Let's have a look at what he said, because he put out a video and this is what he said after he got backlash from the disgusting comments he made regarding the assassination of Charlie Kirk. Let's have a look at the video.
Yo, real quick. At no point during yesterday's show was Charlie Kirk's death celebrated. At no point whatsoever did we celebrate Charlie Kirk's death. I did call him a piece of shit, that much is true. But at no point was his death celebrated. If it was, go find me a quote, go find me something that proves that we were celebrating his death. You're not going to find it because it didn't happen. What did happen is one reporter that bought their ticket online came with the sole purpose of finding something to report, and after I called him a piece of shit and we played a song, they have written that up as a celebration. Not a celebration, isn't a celebration, wasn't a celebration. Calm down.
So that's the video that he put out after he had the backlash. But can you see there's no contrition? There's no remorse, there's no I'm sorry to the family, to the children. There's no asking for like forgiveness or saying forgive me for what I've done, I'm really sorry for what I did. You know, there's none of that. He tries to gaslight the nation tries to gaslight the world. Anyone that can see that video, he tries to make out it wasn't celebrating. But we just saw the video for ourselves. The video is clear, and I think, according to one report, it was taken in I'm not sure where it's taken, but I don't think it was in the UK when they did that. But the video is clear. He's celebrating. It's as clear as day. Anybody can see it. I think Piers Morgan mentioned it on his Uncensored show as well, that it's clear that he's celebrating. And I just think to myself, how can you celebrate a murder of a man who's a family man who didn't do, law-abiding family man and didn't do anything wrong apart from giving his opinion, which you might not agree with, like I say, but it's just, it's unimaginable when you think about it, that you would celebrate something like that. I mean, what kind of human being, are you even human? If you're celebrating it? It's like I say, even if you don't agree with what Mr. Charlie Kirk said, the things he said, you might not agree, but to have some dignity as a human being, have some compassion for the man and his family. Seriously, if you have to even have the discussion, you might think I don't like these people, or I don't like what he says, or don't. But we need to have, as a humankind, as human people, some compassion in our hearts for the suffering of others. We can't have selective compassion, can we? There's people suffering all around the world. There's all sorts of things happening in the world. We do have compassion for people that are suffering, and we wish could help in some way. But when you see clear that someone is suffering and you celebrate someone is murdered, that is not a good thing. It's not a good look. So I'd urge anybody listening to this video, don't imitate people like Pascal Robinson Foster. Don't imitate people like that. The worst type of person you can possibly imitate. A terrible example for young people. A terrible example for anybody. Charlie Kirk has passed away, of course. We know he's died. And we just have to, just to say, really, I just hope he rests in peace. And, we just have to think about his family now, what they're going through, especially his wife and his children. It's horrific. You can't imagine it. You just can't imagine that kind of pain, and in that circumstance. Plus, it was worldwide, so when he got killed, it's like a public execution. Truly horrific. The whole circumstances surrounding it was horrific, and it's just sad, really. It's a sad situation, very sad. There's not much more I can say on this subject, but it's just I think it's very, very, very sad, and I just feel sad for the family, especially his family and everything. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. That's my thoughts on the assassination of Charlie Kirk. They're my thoughts. That's what I think. See you in the next video.